Hey everyone, it's Linnea for ThermOWeb, and this week we are collaborating with the Ink Road stamps to show off both brands of the products together. So I'm going to be using in this video the This Stamp is Bananas stamp set on the left, along with some white pearl DecoFoil metallics. And I will be using the other products in a second video. I have actually split these projects into two videos because they are similar, but just different enough that I thought you would benefit from having two separate videos. So for this one, I'm starting with this kind of starburst stencil, and I have sprayed the back really well with some pixie spray. I let that sit for about a minute, and then I adhered that stencil onto a sheet of 110-pound heavyweight cardstock. So I am using the white pearl DecoFoil Metallix gel today, but I am going to alter that white color because I was looking at the fruits in this stamp set and I thought how fun it would be to have a pearly colored stencil background. So I am using some liquid watercolors. You can use whatever you have. If you have re-inkers or anything kind of like pigmented liquid ink, you could try it. I would even suggest maybe trying smushing some ink from an ink pad down onto your work surface. One thing to remember as you're mixing your colors is that the DecoFoil Metallix gel is white. So you want something that's really pigmented because that white, as it mixes with the color, is going to kind of tone down that color. So I ended up probably adding about 10 drops of this liquid watercolor, and that gave me this super metallic-y, almost pastel yellow color. And so I'm just going to use my palette knife and spread it onto my stencil here. And as I spread it, I'm just making sure to get it into all of those little nooks and crannies. And then when I peel the stencil off, you're going to see, first of all, because I used the pixie spray, look how well that peels off and how even those lines are. There's no seepage or anything. But then also check this out, because I used the metallics, it has that metallic pearl shine, but because I added some of my own liquid color to it, you can totally customize the white pearl color to be pretty much any color under the rainbow as long as you have a liquid pigment to add to it. So I'm actually going to be creating 4 cards using the same technique. I had a little bit of that yellow still left, and so I thought I would make an orange color by mixing in a pink color of liquid watercolor. And as I mix that together, you see I get this pastel orange color. I've repositioned my stencil, and I do want to note that I did not have to respray this with the pixie spray for any of my 4 cards, and actually it still has some stick to the back of it, so I just keep going with my stencil until I have to respray. I've done 8 cards without having to respray the back of my stencil, so that's pretty awesome. I'm just going to be spreading on this white pearl metallics mixed with that yellow and red to make the orange. And as I peel this off, this is probably one of my favorite colors because it kind of looks pastel now, but as I shine it in the light, it pops and it's like this bright tangerine orange color, I guess you could say. And look at the shine, it's super awesome. So I went on and I also made a melony pink color and a red colored background. And now I'm grabbing the This Stamp is Bananas stamp set from the Ink Road stamps, and I'm going to be stamping a bunch of fruits. So I'm starting with the pineapple here, and I wanted to bring a little more interest. I thought about just doing gold embossing, but I thought how cool it would be to have the fruits matching their respective colored backgrounds. So I'm using mini ink pads and just selectively inking up areas of the stamp. And you could definitely mask. I didn't. I just went in, and as you can see, if I thought I kind of overshot where I inked up my stamp, I used my finger and just wiped it off. And if it's not perfect, I was okay with it. I'm a perfectionist, but I was okay with it. I didn't want to take the time to have to mask all of these off. And I think that in the end, I think it looked okay with a little bit of blending when it really shouldn't have been blended, but that was okay. So now let's start adhering all of these pieces together. So here I have that peachy pink background, and I'm using a couple slices of the watermelon with a sentiment strip, and I'm using a piece of purple tape. I had arranged my pieces how I wanted them to be on my background, and then I used a piece of that purple tape just to pick everything up so that I can go in with my iCraft Ultra Bond liquid adhesive as well as these Gina K Designs foam squares, and then I can reposition that on my card and just peel away that tape, and that tape releases very easily, but it allows me to pick everything up and keep everything arranged the way I wanted it to. So that's a trick that I use in my craft room all the time. My purple tape gets used and reused for a whole bunch of different things. So you can see here, I stamped out a bunch of different fruits and I put them all onto my backgrounds with foam squares and that iCraft Ultra Bond liquid adhesive. And now we're just going to go through and take a look and see how that pearl and that metallic shine comes through even when it's mixed with different colors. I think that's so awesome, and I really hope that this inspires you guys to mix up some awesome colors for your backgrounds and then share them on social media, because I would definitely love to see them. I do have a second video for today, so you're going to be able to find that, and I will be using the Black Ice Metallix from DecoFoil in that video. Head over to the ThermOWeb blog, where you will be able to find still photos of these projects and some product links and maybe some more information that you're looking for. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!